FAS. In one word.
That's very difficult.
It would have to be a very long word.
You have to give me hours and maybe weeks to describe Faculty of Arts and Sciences.
College of Arts and Sciences, the heart of it all.
FAS is the core.
Axis around which all other faculties rotate.
Gives you a way to think.
Open-mindedness.
Grit.
Pillar. Heart.
All-inclusive, I think.
Majority.
Diverse. Indispensable.
Education for sustainable human development.
Evolutionary.
Long established.
Great place.
Home.
Complicated, but also central.
Axis around which all civilization rotate.
The jewel at the crown of AUB.
Big diversity of topics.
Lively. It's alive.
It teaches people to enjoy life.
Abundant life. Maybe it's very good to use that term, actually, since, why not give some credit to the people who started off this whole show?
I looked at our alma mater, and it refers to AUB as the Oriental Queen. So I thought that it is befitting to describe FAS, the oldest and academically wealthiest faculty, as being the pearl of the Oriental Queen.
Finally,
FAS is the soul.
The heart of the university.
No question about that.
I can't see it otherwise.
And God had civilizations that do not have the freedom of the arts and of the sciences.
If we consider, AUB, the educational lighthouse, it seems to me we should consider FAS as the house of wisdom.
And FAS was established 150 years ago along with AUB. AUB started with FAS.
There are 21 departments or centers that grant degrees. And then in addition, there are a number of other units in FAS.
it also is important as a service entity. It not only trains its own graduates and its own majors, but also it gives humanities to all the other schools as well.
40% of all courses taken by engineering students are taken in arts and sciences. 60% of all courses that students of business take are taken in arts and sciences.
The same applies to medical school. They have to study for 4 years at this faculty has a biology degree, or 3 years. Health sciences, agriculture.
So we are a feeder to the different faculties. In that sense, we are the core faculty here. And we provide, the liberal arts education that AUB is proud of, basically starts in arts and sciences.
AUB's mission is to prepare students that are creative. It's committed to lifelong learning, to integrity and all of these. And so these are summarized in what we call liberal arts education. These are the values of liberal arts education.
It teaches you to critical thinking. It teaches you to communicate, to research. Essentially, it teaches you how to learn. This gives you a broader picture, a picture of civilization, the human condition. How did we get where we are today? It teaches you to ask certain questions and then to go about answering these questions without accepting everything that you see.
The university is to ask the deepest questions without any hesitation about anything, from Godhead to running a village. The university is essentially a questioning institution of what exists, with the intent of directing what exists to the good, the better, and the fair for the human race as a whole.
To examine and debate the human legacy of thought, philosophy, music, religion. Only liberal arts can do this.
Without FAS, AUB would be a technical university, because all other schools are professional schools.
You cannot have liberal art education without arts and sciences. How are they going to teach humanities and critical thinking in these technical schools? They have to come to our classes to learn this. And this is what makes actually AUB special.
People are forced to think carefully and to think critically. And I think that this is the thing that people remember later on in life. They also learn a lot of content and they learn skills, but there's something that transforms them that often happens in their FAS classes.
They turn out to be well-developed individuals and not only people who know one side of the profession.
And from there you can go branch out into many fields. You know, you don't have to become necessarily an archaeologist. You can become a writer. You can become an artist because you have had training and you've been going around into various subjects that deal with both the arts and the sciences.
The university is the arts and sciences, and we condescend and accept medicine, engineering, and agriculture and so on. We condescend, but we respect them and we love them because they're an extension of the arts and the sciences to the service of man.
But of course it's true, you could have a university which only had arts and sciences, and you could not have a university that did not have any arts and sciences.
So take FAS out of the picture, there's not much left.
There are two very important areas where the university and FAS in particular has made a significant, important role in developing the region. One is literacy. I think the second important, contribution is preparing the future leaders, not only of the country, here, but also, the region.
If you think about the number of AUB graduates who participated in the signing of the United Nations Charter and all this type of thing, the number of people who were involved in government work, in development work in the region, almost all of them, came from the Faculty of Arts and Sciences. The other faculties, aside from medicine, of course, weren't founded until the second half of the 20th century. So the Faculty of Arts and Sciences played an absolutely critical role in developing the region because AUB played an absolutely critical role in developing the region.
You have to think of AUB as a whole, which played an important role. Saying FAS or your department would be similar to saying, oh, your nervous system or this nerve played an important role. I mean, it's the whole that really played a big role.
It played an educational role in that very many of our graduates have moved on. When they finished, they moved on to acquire important positions in the educational structures that were being constructed at that period of time. Perhaps we have had a political impact, but I don't think this was intentional, but a byproduct of the activity that the university was involved in and what the students were involved in. I mean, students wanted to duplicate that experience, and consequently, I imagine we carried some importance in that direction, allowing political activity, the desire to change, and things of that nature.
Most of the, if not all, of the political debates in the region were shaped actually in this institution and in arts and sciences.
People coming from all of these places, putting them all together, having them hate each other and fight each other, that's quite all right. That's, you learn from each other that way, and then going out back into Jordan and Palestine and Syria and Lebanon and Iraq and off into the world.
If you look at where its graduates have been placed in many countries, they are many leaders, either in politics or in public administration or in other fields.
I think that the biggest impact of FAS has been through its impact on students who come here and get educated and graduate.
One of the things we pride ourselves with is I would say the quality of the students we have. We impart on all AUB students basically the ability to deal with complexity, diversity, and change.
The impact of FAS is known and is, you can say, stamped on every student who graduates from AUB.
because it brings together students from all the other faculties. There's a wealth of information, wealth of expertise spread across the faculty. And as an American student coming to AUB, I've really benefited from FAS, just having access to professors from all different fields. I've loved getting to know professors in the history department, in the politics department, and CAMES. It's been a really good experience for me.
It's just so impressive, it's so beautiful to see how much these students, they mature very fast. I'm talking about scientifically and socially. And these students are our ambassadors to the world.
The latest achievements of FAS are the introduction of a number of graduate programs. Also, I think we've been paying a lot of attention to student issues. So recently, we have a major initiative for special needs students and to improve advising and career services. So these are things that we've done relatively recently, which I think will have a big impact.
We have restructured our academic offerings, and I think we are moving, we're in constant evaluation of our programs.
And on top of that, FAS is granted every year very significant awards or grants in order to do research at a very high level. All the proposals in FAS are evaluated by international reviewers, so this ensures that our research competes with international standards.
Of course, there's always articles in referee journals, books, edited volumes. There are many of our members are elected as in committees, in international committees, in editors of journals or on advisory boards. So this happens every year.
Without this university, without it becoming a first-rate university, without it becoming a complete university with all the activities great universities do, there's not much hope for our society to get anywhere.
I hope that the new administration would pull up the university and definitely would reverse the decisions taken on cancellation of tenure and carbon of terrorism.
The university has sustained itself all these years because it's been willing to change and been willing to adapt. So one of the big questions is, when we look forward, is what is essential that you don't want to change, that you want to keep, and what can you change? And I think that there's something at the heart of both research and education that we want to keep. It's a certain kind of openness that exists at AUB, and I think that's something that we have to preserve and indeed enhance going forward. And I think that's the sort of thing that will enable us to keep growing for another 150 years.